ton of watches here on my channel. I have about 1,600 videos, actually over 1,600 videos, so a lot of watches have come across my desk, many of those micro brands. However, there is one thing that I have never seen a micro brand do, and that is make a tank watch. I've seen dress watches, of course dive watches, field watches, all different types of watches. However, I have never seen a micro brand produce a tank watch. Today, we're taking a look at a brand called Sonar, and they only make tank watches. They only offer tank watches, and I have one, actually have three, to show you guys. So let's flip the camera and take a look at a micro brand tank watch. So it is very rare for a micro brand to offer a tank watch. In fact, I'm not aware of any other brand offering a tank watch that is considered a micro brand. And it's usually a dive watch or a field watch, maybe a dress watch that a micro brand would come out with first. They came out with a tank watch first, and then they sort of leaned into that with this, which I believe this is their second offering. It's a smaller version of the original tank that they came out with. It's inspired by Cartier. I believe it's the Cartier-a-vis, V-I-S. I'll throw up a picture of that watch. It's not a direct homage. That watch has a screwed in bezel. This one is just a solid bezel, so it looks a little bit different. I have three versions to show you guys. So I have the green, I have the black, and then the white that is right there sitting below the black version. These are 28 millimeter watches. Now they sound like they are small for a man. However, that is not the case. When it comes to tank watches, a 28 millimeter watch does wear a lot larger, especially since you're getting a 40 millimeter lug span. Now that doesn't sound very large either, but it does wear larger. I know for those out there who are not used to wearing a tank watch, tank watches do usually wear larger. These are also thin. These measure in at around 7 millimeters thick, actually well under 7 millimeters thick, but it depends on where you actually grab that measurement. They are also curved. So the glass here, the sapphire glass, is very slightly curved. You can see that when I turn it on its side. However, it's not tremendously curved, so you're gonna see a little bit of a curve in that sapphire crystal. There's a curve in the case, and there's a curve in the case back. This is powered by an ETA movement. It's an ETA quartz movement that has an 11-year battery, so that means you will have to change your battery in 11 years when you actually start this watch, when you take that little protector out and pop the crown in. So not that bad. That's really great. And it has a very straightforward design. The dial is very straightforward and clean. You have applied indices. There are batons at all of the indices, and then you have no minute track. You have no second hand, which is a good thing because this is a quartz. The automatic version of this does have a second hand. The automatic version is also thicker and more expensive, so that is something to be mentioned, but I think this looks good because you don't get that second hand. You won't notice that this is a quartz watch when you look at it because it doesn't have that second hand. I think that's good. You have the Sonar logo right there, and then the name right at the 12 o'clock or right below the 12 o'clock. Right above the 6 o'clock, it just says the name of the watch, which is Nostalgia. That's what they call this watch, and I believe the automatic version, which is almost the exact same watch, like I said, but a little bit thicker, is named something different. So it is more expensive as well. I think that watch is $365 in that range. This watch is $265, which I think is pretty good. It's on the slightly more expensive side for a quartz watch, but you're getting a little bit of something different here. It's not the everyday micro brand watch. So $265 is not outrageous. It's definitely not cheap for a quartz watch, but you do get this little pouch right here. It could fit a watch or two, depending on the size of the watch. It could definitely fit two of these watches in there. Probably not two dive watches, but that's nice. A nice little extra that you get with this watch. This is on a calf leather strap that is perforated. The only thing that I would say about the design here is, or at least the design of the buckle is, it is a little bit generic. It's a friction fitted or friction closed clasp. It is milled. However, these are pretty cheap, and it's not actually signed with the brand logo or name. I would like to see that on here. I would probably have preferred just a Tang buckle instead, something with the brand logo on there, in my opinion. That's what I would like. I believe they do offer that. I think this is an option, so I would have went a different direction. However, they do offer this on a bracelet, and the bracelet on this watch looks really good. I'll throw up a picture of that from their website. I actually don't have a bracelet. They didn't send me one, so I don't have one to show you guys, but it is pretty cool, and I think it looks really good on this watch. And the bracelet would probably make it wear a little bit bigger as well. So $265 for this. You do get the extra pouch there for the traveling or storing of the watches, and they do offer a ton of different colors. 11-year battery, sapphire crystal, curved case, so it's very comfortable. I'm going to show it to you on my wrist, and then that is really it. There's no lume on this because it is a dress watch. And like I was saying in the beginning of this video, I would imagine these are somewhat popular for them because there aren't a lot of micro brand tank watches out there, and this sort of fills a hole in the market, and there are probably people out there who want this. So I am one of them. I think this is a pretty cool watch, especially considering the styling and the price. There's the black dial on my 7.5 inch wrist. Like I said, it wears a lot larger because of its shape. Tanks wear larger than their dimensions. So this is only a 28mm watch with a 40mm lug to lug, but it wears a lot bigger. But look how thin it wears to the wrist. I think this would look better with a black strap, something that tapers even a little bit more than this does, and a Tang buckle. I think this would look really, really good. It would actually make it look more like a Cartier because this is sort of big and chunky and a very thick strap. Without a thick strap, this would look even thinner. I think that's what I would do with the black dial, really any one of these dials. Green dial is definitely my favorite out of the bunch. I think this is the New York. They named each one of these after a city, a large city, and they named this one New York, I believe. I'm not sure why, what green has to do with New York, but this is definitely my favorite color, not because I'm from New York, but because I think this is the best looking dial. It's also a sunburst dial. The black is more of a matte finish or a satin finish. The white is definitely another watch that would benefit from having a black strap, maybe something that tapers a little bit more of a modern strap. This is just a little too chunky. The stitching here is a little bit weird. They offer other straps. These are just the straps that they sent me these on. They do offer straps like that, and that's at no extra cost. But if you are getting one of these, just get it on the bracelet and then buy your own strap or buy one of their straps to put it on, and get a Tang buckle. If they offer the Tang buckle, get that. I think it would look really, really good. Although, like I said, it does look good on here. I would go that direction. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. What do you think of these watches? What do you think of a micro brand offering only Tank watches? I'd like to see what they're going to do next, because I think this is a very appealing watch, especially if you want a dress watch. I would like to see them come out with something a little bit more sporty, something with 100 meters of water resistance and maybe a rubber strap, something a little bit more out there, maybe a texture on the dial, something like that. I think that would be really cool, and I think people would gobble those up, especially in a Tank form, because people want that dressy look with the capability of, going for a swim or doing anything, that go anywhere, do anything watch, like the Santos. So I'd like to see that next from the brand, but who knows what they're working on. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It's super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.